Hi guys, it's your girl Jilly. Moving on to Cancer and Cancer compatibility. Now, can these two work? Well, yes, they can. In fact, this is one of the relationships that can last very, very long time. One, and the main one, is that there's a lot of common ground here. There's a lot of things in common. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and they're also a water sign. Water signs are emotional. Water represents emotion. But Cancer has a double dose of emotion because their ruler is the moon. The moon is the ruler of emotions. Now, when they first meet each other, this relationship tends to move very, very quickly because they look, it's like they're looking in a mirror. They're looking at their other half right in front of them. So by date number 2, they're usually talking about what it would be like to live with each other because they feel comfortable right away. They're also probably going to introduce each other to each other's families by date 3 and already talking about how many kids they want. Yes, most Cancers, they usually have big families. Now, they're very loyal with each other because they understand that fidelity in a relationship is very, very important. And they both require affection and nurturing, and because they're both nurturing signs and they require that, and they're actually to provide that for each other. So there's a never ending supply of love and nurturing in this relationship. Also, this is a very great domestic partnership. Usually when they're living together, the home is very neat and very nice and very well organized. And I guarantee you that both the Cancers handpicked everything together without much, arguing or disagreeing. You'll also find this couple retiling the bathroom floor or doing yard work together or moving furniture together. They put a lot of emphasis on the home, and they also both have emotional attachments to material things because, for example, you'll probably find a Cancer having their first teddy bear given to them by their boyfriend when they were 14. They hold on to those. There's a lot of sentimentality in things that they own. You'll also find them going to antique shops together because they love things that have a lot of meaning. They also have they're that couple that has cute little nicknames for each other, and they're also very about tradition. They're very traditional, so they like to have family times at home. You'll probably find them playing board games with each other, doing puzzles, and by the way, puzzles rock. So they really understand each other, so they click very, very much. Now, is there a downside with this couple? Well, yes. This couple can go either way. They can really go the distance, but they can also fall apart just as quickly. So it just depends on where they fall. This is where they can go wrong. Now, Cancer is the moodiest sign of the zodiac. They're represented by the crab, so they can be crabby. And because their ruler is the moon, the moon, their moods can change with the phases of the moon. So, for example, Cancer can be happy one moment and then all of a sudden just get down and depressed, and nobody can pull them really out of it unless there's another sign who can pull them out of it. Like an air sign, which is like air signs Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, could probably make them laugh and bring them out of their mood, or a fire sign can make them come out and do something to cheer them up. But when there's a Cancer, another Cancer involved, if they're both in the same mood, there's no one to pull Cancer out. They're both pretty much going to sit in their misery. So it's very important that if they're going to be upset, one needs to be happy to help the other one come out. So if they fight, now this is more than likely where it's going to happen, because all couples fight. Let's be honest, they all fight. So Cancers, usually there's never going to be I'm not going to say never, but usually a calm reconciliation after a fight is not likely. However, they will deal with it, which is a lot more than what other couples do. It will be dealt with, but probably not in the best manner, because those flare-ups will come, those mood swings will come after they have a disagreement. So there's a downside there. They also, because they're so loving and so nurturing, they tend to get clingy with one another. and it can become a smothering type of relationship. And Cancers who usually don't want a lot of space from their partner will find themselves wanting space from their Cancer, because they'll realize that there's a lot of smothering going on. Also, because they're a water sign, water is peaceful and can be healing, but water can also destroy. So when they have those emotional flares, they can have an emotional tsunami and can really cause damaging words, and almost to the point where it's verbally abusive, which no one sees Cancer that way. But when two Cancers get together and it gets that way, it can border on that. So this is where Cancers really have to watch themselves here. Now, as far as sex, the bedroom, okay, they have a lot of common ground here. They believe in making love. They believe in love and affection and intimacy, and they live to please their partner in the bedroom. Cancer is very intuitive. So they're going to sense what pleases their partner, and they're going to do that, and they're going to do that for one another. Now, sex can go one of two ways with Cancer. Now, when Cancer and Cancer get together. Now, the sex can be so giving and so fulfilling and so just amazing that these two can become addicted to each other sexually, and they can have a lot of sex to the point where it can interfere with like their jobs, because all they're thinking about is having sex with one another. It can get that good with this couple. Or it can go another way. For example, Cancer has a lot of nurturing. It has a mothering side, and that goes for both male and female Cancers. They can look at each other, like, even though they're romantically linked to their partner and they are attracted to that partner, after the nesting phase has passed, they still will look at their partner as a mother, and it can interfere sexually, and then sex can only become for procreation purposes only. Basically, sex is only going to be good for having children. So Cancer and Cancer really it can go one of two ways there. So they can have wonderful, amazing sex and become completely addicted to another, or they might turn it just for the only sole purpose of having children. Now, I don't want that to sound like it's a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with kids. Kids are great. So Cancers who have sex that way, they might be happy with that. And who are we to judge? But yeah, it can become that way. But for the most part, overall, Cancer and Cancer is a match that is going to go the distance. It's a great combination. This couple is more than likely to last. And those negative traits I listed, yeah, they're possible, but Cancer and Cancer can usually deal with their problems regardless. Now, if you guys are liking these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram. I take votes and polls on what videos I put out next. Right now, I'm going through all the Cancer compatibility videos because Cancer won first. Also, if you like these videos, please donate to my PayPal link below. That helps me put more videos out. It gives me more time to devote to the channel. And again, I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for stopping by. It's your girl, Jilly. Y'all have a wonderful day.